In this Infobite, we'll take a look at what makes a good introduction. The introduction is important because it sets the scene for the study and highlights why it is needed. First, let's think about the aim of the introduction. A good introduction should identify your topic, provide essential context, and indicate the particular motivation for and focus of your study. It also needs to engage your reader's interest and tell them what to expect from your paper. Your introduction should answer the following questions. What is the problem to be solved? What is already known about the problem? What are the main limitations to what is currently known? What do you hope to achieve? What approach did you take to solve the problem? What about the structure of the introduction? It can be useful to think of the structure as a funnel. The broadest part at the top represents the most general information, gradually focusing down to the specific problem you studied, and the purpose and rationale of the study. A smooth flow of information will help readers follow your logic and reasoning. By the time you describe your study, it should be clear to the reader why you chose this particular topic and research design. First, grab your reader's attention. Clearly identify the subject area, using key words from your title in the first few sentences to immediately focus on the topic. It's important not to repeat wording from the abstract. Secondly, establish the context by providing a brief and balanced review of the relevant published literature. Remember, don't just describe previous studies. Provide a critique that defines the need for your study. Finally, describe your study. State its purpose and one or more formal hypotheses if necessary, and then provide a rationale for your research approach. You will also need to highlight the potential outcomes and contributions of your study, and provide a brief outline of the rest of the paper. Who is going to read your paper? It's important to keep in mind where you plan to publish, as this will define your audience. If your paper is to be published in a general interest journal, you should keep the focus broad. Of course, if it is aimed at a highly specialist journal, you don't need to define familiar terms and concepts that your audience will already know. You can check journal submission guidelines for appropriate manuscript types and topics. You can't include everything in your introduction, so deciding on the right length can be difficult. In general, the length will depend on your specific field and the word limit of the journal to which you are planning to submit. You can check the journal guidelines and also the length of the introduction sections in similar papers. As a rough guide, an introduction should be around 20% of the word count of the entire paper. Without the context and direction of an introduction, your audience will be lost and confused. So be sure to give them the roadmap that they need. Good luck!